Roblox VR was set to become Meta's premier virtual reality title, giving their users access to several different games without having to go through Meta's application process to get on the official store. However, fast forward to 2024 and player counts are reaching their lowest. It seems that Roblox VR has been a failed experiment and can be marked as a total disaster. But from that disaster sparks a question. What events led up to the point that would cause Roblox VR to lose its relevancy? What decisions and mistakes were made, and how could they have been circumvented in order to allow for Roblox VR to continue its growth? All that and more coming up. So in order to understand Roblox VR's downfall, first, a brief history lesson. In April of 2016, Roblox made a shocking announcement that their games will now be able to play in PC-supported virtual reality headsets, starting with the Oculus Rift. This announcement was received quite well, but after 2016, besides some bug fixes, Roblox really did nothing with their virtual reality support. That was until July 12th of 2023, when Roblox and Meta announced their partnership to bring Roblox VR to standalone headsets. However, the kicker was they gave zero release date. This fact will be important later, so make sure to keep it in mind as the video continues. Almost completely off guard, on July 27th of 2023, Roblox VR officially launched for the Meta Quest on App Lab in an open beta state. From there, word started to spread fast that Roblox VR had finally released, and users started to pour in. However, the player count may have been a little too much for what Roblox and Meta were expecting, because everybody poured in during July, and that led to a lot of problems. Since a lot of Oculus users hadn't played Roblox before, they didn't know about one very crucial thing, which is that the Roblox client by default has a very poor performance metric, and that reflected heavily in the headset. For most seasoned Roblox users though, going into the settings and changing the graphics level to 1 had become a sort of habit. But this habit was never taught to the new Meta users, and so because of that, their first impressions were left extremely bad, and they didn't touch Roblox VR again. And that was mistake number 1, because word spreads very quickly in the virtual reality community, and very quickly, most new users were discouraged from trying out Roblox VR due to its very bad performance. However, performance wasn't the only mistake that Roblox made. Remember when I said to keep in mind that Roblox never gave a release date for their launch? Well, now that comes into play, because in addition to it launching for the new users, it also launched for the developers, and as you may know, developing a game takes time, so the only games that users were allowed to try were already developed VR games that were made for PC virtual reality. But for a lot of these games, their caveat is that they were also optimized for PC virtual reality. See, the Quest 2 and Quest 3 both have under 8 GB of RAM, and most PCs usually have over or double that. So the common courtesy for Quest ports is that the graphics usually have to be dumbed down a lot in order to fit the rendering parameters of the Quest 2 and Quest 3. But since these Roblox VR developers weren't given a timestamp for when they should actually have their optimizations done by, they ended up not working on it at all, or at least taking a little longer than the launch date in order to finish them, which is an absolutely devastating blow to a new game trying to get on its feet. And combining those previous two mistakes, it led to the effect of mistake number 3, which was developers didn't really have any incentive to make a Roblox VR game. There was a dwindling player base, and because of that, not a lot of room to make money, meaning that the motivation to create a game that hasn't already been established was basically zero. And the result of that has been barely, and I mean barely, any new virtual reality games on the Roblox catalog. So let's recap. A lack of content, a lack of player base, and an absolutely horrendous launch has all led Roblox VR to becoming one of the biggest disasters on the Meta Quest 2 and 3. Things have gotten so bad that whenever Meta tries to promote Roblox VR to give it a resurgence in player base, even though its trailers reach view counts in the tens of millions, its first impressions are established with games that can't actually be played in virtual reality. An interesting form of what I like to call corporate clickbait. And yeah, everybody, with that said, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you did enjoy, then please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you want to try out Roblox VR for yourself with the few games that are on the platform, then click this video right here where I give you a guide on how you can start Roblox VR and not run into any performance issues. But yeah, with that said, thank you for watching. My name is Trentic, and I will be signing out. Peace.